So hello everyone, welcome to my stream. I hope you guys are having a great day. So we'll start in a minute. So let's start. So as you can see guys, this is the character that I was drawing previously. And as you can see, I draw the superhero kind of version, but I'm kind of going towards this one. So today we'll discover more about this character and how she'll look if she'll be drawn in perfection, we can say. So let's try to discover this. I'll give a more better idea on how to. Let me just change this pen. Okay, so now it's perfect. And so I'll give a better idea on what I was doing previously. So that's how it all started. I was trying to discover a character and I wanted to make a character. So this is how all it went, and this was the one that I went towards. I'll use a new layer to keep it real. So this was the character that I was more happy towards, and I was like, okay, I'll move ahead with this character. And So but the armor, as you can see, it's more realistic in this one, and I didn't want it to go to the realistic path, so I wanted to make something more stylized or cartoony, you can say. So then I was and whenever we are discovering a character, we don't usually go for just a single gender. We go for other genders as well, like male, female as well. We try both the options, and as you can see, I just drew this character and later on tried this as a male character as well. So after seeing both the options, I was like, okay, I think female will do. I don't know, it must be because of my biased choice towards drawing girls. It can be that if you guys view my Instagram, you can see, okay, it must be because of that. I particularly draw girls most of the time, and whenever I need to draw guys, they are mostly demons. I'm not saying so that's how it works. So later on, when I was happy with this character, as I choose like this, I chose this gender over the male one. So then I wanted to see in which style I wanted to move ahead with. So I checked with realistic or stylized as well, and I kind of like stick towards the stylized one. As you can see, the armor is more bouncy and more like more appealing to me. I don't know what you guys think, but it looked more appealing to me. And later on I went to more options, which are drawing your character that you have imagined as healthy or either skinny or muscular. So as you can see, I'll consider this as a skinny version, or you can say a normal version, and this one right here is a healthy version of how this character will look if she'll be a healthy woman. And obviously she'll have this strength to kick someone ass. Okay, she'll be having that. Okay, and later on I drew a muscular one as well. So I think this one turned out pretty good, but I'll see if I can discover more about this character and how she will look if she would have been a gaming character, if she would have been part of a universe which I'm creating. So let's see. I'll just move ahead with this character and I'll see. So we are going ahead with this one, and I'll draw a more finished version of her now. So I'll just hide other characters now. I just need to, where is that layer? I always forget need the layers. It's really hard to find them. Okay, good. So now we'll discover more about this character and we'll draw her. Let's see how this goes. So let's get a new sheet. Pencil, I use a typical pencil, and the software that I'm using is Autodesk Sketchbook. It's free, guys. You can even use it on your computer and tablets. It's a free software. And I'll just see. Okay, we're all sorted. So now let's start drawing. And it's a morning here. It's a very sunny day morning here. So good morning to you guys. I hope you're having a great day. And this is how it's going in here, and I'll just start drawing to see how this goes. Maybe I'll just do some rough doodles before starting drawing, because it's the morning time and I haven't drawn anything from the morning, and it's winters are kicking in, so my hands are feeling kind of cold, and I think I'll just do a little warm up before doing the character. Okay, let me just check. Someone just followed me in. Let me just check and acknowledge them. Where it is. Where it is. Thanks for the follow, Yorick. Lol. I'm glad you followed, and I hope you're having a great day. Okay, you're here before this man becomes a legend. Okay, that I mean, that's flattering. That's really flattering. I'm glad you said something like this. I hope you're having a great day. So I'm here just trying to draw and seeing how this goes. So it's just morning time here, and I'm all feeling a little shivery because of this winter breeze that's coming right through the window as I opened it, cracked open, so that sunlight could come in, and my face would look much warmer. So I'll just do some rough doodles before proceeding ahead. But really, thanks for the follow, really appreciate it. So I'll just draw in. I'll just do some rough doodles. My hands are feeling really cold while drawing. So I'll do some rough doodles of some basic sketches that I usually do in my morning. It ranges from faces to muscles to any of the animals. I just do them randomly. There's no criteria for drawing these. So there's literally no criteria for drawing these. I just draw some faces and muscles. I think I love to draw biceps, some good biceps. So that's how it done. I do love drawing male muscles. I mean, how the male muscles pop out from their body, but I kind of avoid drawing male. But I think I'll see how it goes. So this is the bicep pumping out. This guy has been pumping iron all day. I should myself hit gym. I think it's time. It's been so long since I have gone to the gym. I'm becoming a couch potato nowadays. So that's how it is. Boom. So these are just some morning rituals. I'm just drawing to see how this goes. I'm just drawing randomly. Muscles, need some good leg muscles too. Need to draw those too. So I just draw randomly. I also love to draw foot and hands. Okay, yeah, these are morning rituals. Whenever I try to draw, I just doodle stuff to see how it's going. And by the way, I love drawing feet and hands. It's not something I don't usually try to avoid. So I'll just draw some good feet and hands as well. I'll just draw some good feet and hands as well. Okay, so that's how so as you can see how muscular this foot is looking. So it's obviously a male foot. Okay, so some good curve right here and good Achilles tendon going from behind. Boom, a good foot right there. Thanks Mora, thanks for joining in. I'm glad you're loving it. So this is what I've been doing from the past week. I've been recovering these past days. I feel like I got the flu. Lots of snot. Yeah. I think it must be because of this winter kicking in, all this weather changing. It does make us feel dizzy, and it does makes us kick in those snots and everything. I think you'll recover soon. I hope you'll get a speedy recovery, and I hope you'll get well soon, my friend. Hi Mora, I'm actually getting ready to go to bed, but I at least wanted to say hi. Oh, these look so good. I'm glad, Mora. I'm glad that you joined in. I know you just been when I woke up, I just saw that you just started streaming because it was like around 10:30 or something at your place. It was pretty late, I guess, and you just started streaming. So yeah, I couldn't attend to it because I was just just woke up. But yeah, thanks for just joining and just going to bed. And Yorick, thank you, and me too, because I want to get back into practicing. So you do drawing as well. So what do you like drawing, Yorick? Are you into drawing characters, monsters, or whatever? Like what do you usually draw? By the way, really thanks Mara, thanks for joining. I hope you have a great sleep and the next day will be much better. I'll try to stream earlier then, no problem. No, that's perfectly fine. I usually catch up your streams whenever you stream those noon like afternoon streams. So those are really convenient. I mean, you really have a broader spectrum covering all the streams. Like you really cover a lot of ground. So I just join in whenever possible. So yeah, that's good. But yeah, your timing is perfectly fine. I think it suits me. But really appreciate it. And yeah, Yorick, you should get well soon, my friend. So I'll just draw some good hands here. Let's see how this goes. So this is just some practicing stuff. I'll not be saving this layer, as these are just for practicing purposes. I'm just drawing in. So I usually, whenever I draw hands, I usually block out the portions. Well, previously I used to block out, but now it's just all practice. Need some evil sorceress hands as well. But yeah, thanks for joining in, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you guys had a great day. So I'll just draw some hands more to see how it's going. Okay, this is good. This is good. Maybe a punch. Punch will look good. Typical punch. I'm trying to do, Yorick just said, I'm trying to do everything because I want my first portfolio to focus on world building and storytelling. I take the concept art approach like from Peng Zhu. Okay, yeah, that's really good. I've seen his work. It's good. You're trying to focus on world building and storytelling, more like concept. Yeah, concept art, as you have mentioned. Yeah, that's a good approach. Like trying to make create scenes and like more of the storytelling, like how a character enters a scene and how everything is around him. I think that's really something. I do love doing concept art too, but I'm mostly focused on doing concept art for characters. I think because I usually like to make a good dress up or everything for characters. I think that really kicks in. My creativity flowing or something, you can say. But yeah, I also love to do concept arts for this storytelling stuff. Yeah, that's something good. It's really good. Good to hear that. So I'll just do more of these hand practices and see if this does make my hand warmer for the time being. Okay. It's good. So we are just warming up, guys. But it's good to hear that you're following such a great concept artist, and I think it's good. So yeah, so are you building this portfolio for someone particular, like, or it will be covering something wider, like it will be covering a wider audience, like wider companies in mind, like, or you're just targeting something specifically, like a medieval style art or science fiction? Is it something like that? But yeah, it's good. Thanks for joining in, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it. So I've drawn enough hands. I think I'll just draw some more and see how it goes. I'll just see. Draw some more hands. Whenever I usually draw hands, I think of them as a character, so they can kind of like get a form of their own. As you can see, oh, that's too much. I need to decrease the size. So I think that's how I usually think of them, as having some sort of form in it. There they are. Okay, good. Yeah. having a character. Like I once saw a hand character in that Adams film, Adams Family cartoon that used to come in late 90s or something. So that really has a hand character in it, and I really loved how it was used in the story and how it's always having a character of his own. So I think that was really an inspiration for me while watching that hand. So Yorick just said, I'm just doing this to compare my work with professional. I want to see if I can learn without getting into a university. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I usually, when I started off, um, at first, whenever I want to see how much level do I need to push myself to, I was like, I used to see the work that those artists were doing and how it's going. So if I can push myself to that level, then I think I'll be able to work anywhere. I think that's a good level that you have set yourself onto. I think doing yourself some work and seeing if it matches a certain level, I think I think university usually it's like a money sinkhole, I can say. I mean, it does make you build relationships and like get build a network, but I think if you want to grow as an artist, it's all about practicing. It's all about practicing day and night. I think even if you practice it at university or at school or at back home, I think it's all about good practice. So I think, but yeah, that's really a great thing that. So I think that will really help learning like this. I think it will eventually let you know if you're good enough. I think for me it's like either I want to do all of it or none of it. It's something like that. I mean, like if you're really into something, I don't think you need a curriculum to tell you that. Like if you won't be needing a curriculum to tell you that. It's just your passion that drives you. If you're interested in something, it will not let you sleep and you can draw all the time. I think that's how it works. I think if you have the passion and drive to it, I think we can build our own schedule, and we won't be needing anyone to tell us that okay, this is the schedule, this is the time, this is the papers that you have to give to me. I think that just really makes art stagnant to me. It doesn't really enhance it. So I'm just doing some little thing. I'm getting all warmed up for. I'm getting all warmed up. These are turning out good. So I think I'll just start with the work now. I'm done drawing hands. I'll just start with the work. So I'm doing this character right here, and we'll try to make her as good as possible, as fine as possible. So let's go. Just whenever I draw, I used to always push my canvas in a very zoomed out manner so I can see all the proportions that I'm drawing, and it makes sense. I think that's how it works usually. So that's how it works. Okay, we are doing it. So I think we're doing pretty good. Yorick just said, I've had some discussions with some students from FZD and Art Center to compare knowledge and different approaches. I believe I'm on a good path. Yes, yes, yes. I think it's all about getting some experience at first hand. So even if you build a good enough portfolio, like wherever you land a job, just go there. I think what you learn in a studio, be it a startup or in a good studio, I think they'll be miles ahead of a college or university degree. I think they'll take you miles ahead. I think learning directly, working at the studio, it's something. So just make a good enough portfolio, just start somewhere. I think if you build up a good enough experience, I think it's all good to go. But that's a really good approach. I mean, most of the students that go there, they really don't like have any aims. I mean, they see art as a work. Like they usually see it like they're worried like how someone like draws so much, how can they complete so much work in short amount of time. I mean, because they see it as a work, like how like they're mostly not certain about their thoughts. I think they just go there to get some design job or something. But I think it's good to like push yourself ahead by yourself. I think that's really something. I'll just make this character more. Just need the face to match a little more from the bottom one. I think that has a white character in her. She has quite a character. So let me just add some really good armor onto her to make her more appealing. And so I hope it goes well, Yorick. I think you're doing a good job. That's how it's usually done. Like, you should handle your curriculum yourself. I think it's a good approach to approach that way. It's to be here. Yes, and thanks for telling me this. I mean, I've like from months, you can say, I've stopped looking at quite some, like I haven't seen much good art in these days. So I think by hearing that you've been seeing a lot of art and comparing your work with it, I think after this stream, I'll just go to ArtStation or Divine Art and see some good art to let myself go back, sink in myself in that good art and see what I've been missing. And I think it'll help me. So I think this character is going good. We'll do a full character of her. So let's just, okay, good hand right there, and two. Yep, I think so. And I'll just move it somewhere so that it doesn't take. So I'll just use it like this. I always use a single sheet to draw and place my character wherever I want, so that way I can use the canvas. And by the way, I'm using the canvas on 100 dpi, so that's why the art must be looking a lot pixelated. That's the resolution I usually go for. That's the whenever I'm doing sketches. But once I want to scale the things up, I'll move to 300 later on, like when I'm doing those finishing strokes or when I'm like finishing a drawing. So that's how it's going so far. That's how it's going so far. Face, the hands looking good. This needs to come down a bit. To increase in size. Yep. All thanks to digital drawing. Now I can adjust the proportions whenever I want. Yep. Now it's coming out good. And I think now I need more legs, good amount of legs right here, and shoes or big boots. She's a big girl, she'll be needing some big boots. Big boots it is. Ooh, 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 ooh. She's having some big shoes right there. A little eraser. Sorry guys, I'm using eraser. I usually don't use much eraser, but I think it does help. Sorry. Big boots. She's getting those big boots. I think they should be short. They should be really short. I think. But whenever I make her more design choices over her, I'll make a variant with some more bigger boots. And I think I'll just use a brush to use over here for the pads. He has all these, I think. Okay, so good so far. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now it's coming out good. She has some knee pads too, and she has some front shin pads too, protecting her. She has some shoes over her, and I think it will have this much style. I think I'll again need a eraser. I need to just close this. Okay, this is good. Turning out good. So I'm really enjoying how this character is turning out so far. I think we are on good path, guys. Let's make her more. We are on a good path. Good. So I'm making these design choices, and I think I want her to. Okay, this is good. I think this is good. So it's finally coming out good, and down. Okay. Okay, yep. Good. But I'm kind of happy with this face, so I'll just see if I can use this face as well. Where this face is. Let me just see. Oh, I got it. So I'll just use this face because this has some life to it, and I'll just not like this. I'll just use this tool. I'm selecting the face that I want. Just Control C. And Control V. Let's see how this face is looking so far. So we are using the face that we created earlier as it matches more to the character, and I'll just resize it. Let's see. Okay, this does look good. Okay, I'll just place it over here, and I'll just go back to the character, and I'll just try to erase this one to see how this is coming. Okay, so good so far. So I think it's a good approach. I'll just need a little bit or more sizing. I think she needs to be a little bit more. I think the face needs to go a little back. I think it needs to be a little smaller, you can see. think that's too small. Let's increase it. I think I'll just hide this one a little and recreate some of the lines on this one. So let's see how this goes. So we are indeed making her so all these shoulder pads are filled with, what do you say, she just fills them up with, you know, bullets or something which she may use later on. I think that's something stupid, but yeah, we'll just go with it. Okay, it's good, it's coming out good. I think she might need there, this here. We are good to go. Okay, now it's good enough. So we are back on the process. I think it's turning out good. This is turning out good, and I think I just need to modify this eye a little. This needs to be a little bigger. Little bigger. Yes, we are doing it. We are doing it correctly, and I think that's how this character is to be done. So let's see. I'll just move the screen towards me, and I think we're doing good. So good so far. Just make those a little clear. This is a little clear too, and I think some thumb grips, because she plays a lot of video games like I do. Speaking of video games, Spider-Man just released yesterday, so if anyone has seen it, please don't spoil it for others, because I myself hasn't seen that movie. So I think that's how it's done. I think we are good. We just need some good amount of armor going right there. Okay. Yep. Good old armor. We are doing good. Okay. So we are getting there. We are doing best to not let this character fall apart. We are doing it. Okay. Sorry for being too focused. When I'm drawing, I need to be a bit focused, not too much. So I think it's going so far so good. Little okay. I think she wears a sneakers. What do you say? She wears a lot of sneakers. Nike. So all good. She is to do. She's all set. Now let me just add some armor to it. Let me add some details to it. On shoes, I'll add some details. So it's turning out good. Okay, we are doing it. are doing it correctly. Okay, we are good to go. Okay, so we are doing it. Voila. We are doing good. Good so far. So I'm just adding details by details to this character right here, and I'm adding details, as much details as possible, and making her more appealing and more finished as I go. So these are something that I really, and here she has a little pocket, you can say a box, to store her ID and mobile phone. As you know, everyone needs a mobile phone these days, so it's where she sticks her mobile phone, a bulletproof mobile phone, of course. We're doing good. So now once we are done with this, now I think it's time to do finish walk and do a finish illustration over it. I'll use a black color for that. Solid black will be used, and let's see. Solid black. I'll save the file in the meantime. So what have we created so far? I think the character is turning out good. Happy with this. How she's looking. Should I increase her? I don't know. She's good. Turning out good. Okay. Now let's try to add details. Fine lines. I'm just adding the fine details to her. And it's going good so far. So we are doing good. Going so good so far. Thanks to this undo button, I can move my art. I'm just again rechecking with this character. I think she has okay. So we are doing it. We are doing it perfectly. Let's add some hairs to that as well. I'll try to meet. Good here. Okay, so we are doing good so far. I think this is turning out pretty good. The process is slow when we're outlining something, but I think it's pretty meditating. Like, it helps you meditate. It does feel a little slow, little boring, you can say. That's how it's done. We are going good. The process is slow, it's time taking, but I'll go. I'll just make them more bumpy here. More bumpy here. Taking a lot of time. It's fine line stuff. Whoops. Okay, we are doing it good. So good so far. Cheddar version. So good so far. We are doing good. So I'm actually trying to make these characters for, for my portfolio. So I'm thinking how these goes. I'm trying to make a new portfolio and thinking if they do make it to the cut. I'm trying to make a new character right here. After all the possibilities and one that I'm happy with, I'm trying to work upon that. So it's going good so far. I hope this portfolio really just gets a good amount of work in it. I just hope that it's going good. This is how I like took up the character and how it should be, and I really went ahead with this design right here. I think this will be a winner, total winner. So I think she's getting a good amount of details right here, and once she gets some good amount of details, I think we'll be good to go. And let's see, we're just trying our luck and working as hard as possible to make this work. I just need to simplify more forms. I think once I get happy with this character, I think I'll simplify more forms later on. But right now I think it'll be a blueprint for how the character will look later on. It'll act like a blueprint. So it's good so far. Okay, I just need to add those neat thigh pads, you can say. I'm not sure if there's a particular name for these kind of things, but that's about it. Thigh pads we have right here. Okay, and we have another thigh pad right here. He does a lot of leg day. Whenever she's free, she is doing leg day all the time. Leg day, squats, lifting weights, doing all those tiny stuff to make her legs as strong as possible. As you can see, she's a healthy version of that character, but she still does a lot of gym, and you can call her a strong woman or something similar to strong men whose body isn't very aesthetically shredded, but they do have the strength to crush something or lift big truck tires. So that's how she is. She's the strongest. He's like kind of strongest, and I think I'll just add some Nike symbol right here. No offense, I think Nike right here. She wears sneakers. I think these are some durable sneakers made exclusively for her by Nike, and I think that's how she got them. Nike sponsored her for saving the world. They're like, okay, take these shoes now. We still haven't named this character. We'll name her later on and make a good backstory for her to go along with the design. I wanted to do it very clean, but I think roughly will do as well. I think it's okay if this goes somewhat rough. It's still like a first pass kind of thing. So I think we are almost done with this character. And yep, for storing the mobile, I think I'll just do this part later on, and I'll just do a thick outline now. Overall thick outline needed. Yep, smooth looking. We are doing the part, we are making this to make her pop out more. Right here, this is the boring part, but it does get me going. So it does help us get a clearer idea about how the character is and how she's going to be. We'll just draw and just see how it is. Okay. We are doing good. We are doing good. I'm happy with how this is turning out. Oops. Fingers. Woo. We are getting close, guys. We are getting close. So we are right here doing the liner part. And I think we are doing good so far. It's turning out good. I'm enjoying the process. It's like meditation. Ooh. Yes, it's turning out good. I'll show a zoomed out version soon, in a minute. Let's rotate it. Again, rotate it. Again. I like to draw and paint by turning my sheet. It does make it similar how I draw in real world. That's how I usually draw. I keep turning my sheet instead of turning. I think it's a bad habit, but I have it and it doesn't bother me. It's going good. Going good. Good shoes. We are doing good. Ooh, finally, I think we're about to be done. It's been so long. Sorry for my bad singing. I'm just trying to focus. Oops. I have to follow the line. To follow the line. To follow the line. We are done. We are done, guys. We are done with the line art and it's turned out pretty good. So yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm just thinking if. So yeah, it turned out good. It turned out good. I think it's good. Hmm. Hmm. So let's just fill this with colors now and see how this goes. I'll just do the selection part. I'll just start selection. I use a selection tool to color. I think it saves a lot of time. I think it's doing it pretty good. Have to keep patience. Have to keep patience. Have to keep patience. It does take a lot of focus while doing this, but it does help. It does help. Finally. Mhm. I think we're almost done. Select the bucket. Let's pick the color. Fill it up. Good. Oh, hydration break. Let's see. Hmm. So now we'll just do the armor part. I think it's going good. Ooh, lot of patience. Okay. Hmm. It's going good. So it's going good. Cross this. Let's get going. So we are way past 1 hour, guys. Thanks for constant viewing. I think it's going good. Okay. Clean lines. We need clean selections. Ooh. Mhm. The selection. I usually do this kind of process for most of my artworks. I usually draw first and then do the clean selection because I think clean selection does matter. If you have a clean selection, you can later on add it and make the shapes more finer and more detailed. So I think it's a time taking process, but it does make your process or workflow quite smooth. It does make it quite smooth. So if anyone of you do art and you're thinking of drawing something, I'll urge you to make selections before proceeding because I think it does help in getting the overall vibe of the character and how it should be, how it should look. So I think it's a good approach to go this way. Uh, this is the way you should all approach. Fine. Sorry for that sound. That was for sticky keys. I pressed shift twice and thrice, again and again. So sticky keys got popped up. Ah, yeah. I think it's going good so far. Going good so far. So that's how I usually do. The process is a bit boring, bit time taking, but I think that's how art is. You approach it with patience. I think with all the things in life, we should do it patiently. Like, patience should be a virtue. You should keep patience in every aspect of things, I think, because Rome wasn't built in a day. I think every good thing takes time. So if you don't take time and you're not sure what you're doing, so I think it's not good to go ahead. So I think that's how this drawing is going. I need to be sure at each and every step on how it's going. I need to be sure. So that's how it's going. Because everything takes time. So does art. So I think we should give it time to see how it's going, how it's building up, and all the clean selections will help later on. This time that I'm taking at the moment, it will help me whenever I'm finishing this character or making a clean art later on her. So this will help define the character better. This will help her look more good enough, and I think it's looking good. So it's going good. I think we are almost done with this armor plating. It is time taking, but it will go. It will do. Boom. Now it's looking more finished, isn't it? I think this pad is making her leg look little odd. So we'll just erase this part and redo it. I think we'll just erase it. Let's see how it goes. I think with the blue portion too, I'll just make it like this and make it like this and this. I think we are good to go. And I just need a black. Just need the pad to be here. So now it's looking much better, although I think this thing should pop out more. I'll just see how I can make it more pop out. Yep, now it's looking good. I think we need to erase this too. Let's erase this portion too. Just paint this portion. Yep, the leg does look a bit off. I'll just erase it. The leg is looking a bit off. Let me erase it. Yep, now it's looking good. Better. Although it does missing out on a moment on how it should look. Ink. Just add a bit more this portion here. Okay. The leg does look a bit off. I'll have to recheck this later on. Let's see if I can correct this. And let me put some this here. I think now it's good enough. Now it's good enough. I think we did a good enough job with this. So now let's add some face color. Leave her teeth. I'll leave her eyes. And we are going to fill it with color. We are good. Okay, so it turned out good, pretty good, and it's looking pretty good. So we'll just add some details to her face. and let's see how those goes. So we just get a brush, get a rough color for the eyebrow. So now it's detail time. Now I need to add some details. Going good, going good, good. Lip color as well. Good. Which so it's coming out good, guys, and I'll eat some eyes colors. What a color eyes color. Okay. And guys, we are doing it good. I think we have a winner right here. I just need add some blush. I think a blush will do. So I think we are good. I'll just add some. Let me reopen the software. I think. So we just reopened the software to get over some glitches which weren't going back. So now it's all done, and I'll just add some layering of multiply to get some good shadows. If I can click this. So let's see if I can do a good selection. To add some shadows to this character right here. We're adding some shadows to her to see how it's going. We're adding some good shadows, good enough to make her good. And the shadows are coming out good. They're coming out perfectly. Not exactly, and I think I'll just add here a line. Yeah, this one needs to go, and I think it should. Oops, oopsie. Now it's coming like this, and this, and this, and this. we are adding some good shadows, good enough shadows for the character. We are doing it, guys. So we are finally doing it. We are getting onto the shadow part and it's coming out really nice, really good. No, we don't want sticky keys. It's coming out good. Good. So I think we are doing it good. It's good enough. And good enough. I think there needs to be shadow right here. There needs to be shadow right here as well. So there needs to be shadow here. Charles Butler just said walk tech. I'm using Autodesk Sketchbook, Charles, if that's what you mean, if that's what you're asking. I'm using Autodesk Sketchbook right here. So that's the software that we are using, guys. If any of you still want to know, we are using Autodesk Sketchbook. Okay, so we are good. Let's use some shadows. I think this will do. Should we go with purple shadows? I think this is looking more good. This is looking more good, these shadows. Now let me just select this. Do a clean selection. Just go here. Oui. Just do repeat the same step right here that I just did minutes ago. I'll just do that same step and I'll just click on selection. We are selecting here and we are done. And I think what I'll do, I'll just click on Control X, Control V, Shift Control V. Think now let's make it multiply. Okay, now again let's, I hope we had the color. So that's how shadows are looking onto her. Oh my god, this is good. She's turning out good, pretty good. Now add some highlights. We'll add some highlights to her as well. So now let's, for the highlights, I'll again do the selection. I'll do like this, I'll do like this, I'll do like this, this. So we are doing a major selection here to see how this is going. So this major selection is just going to give us a better approach on how the shadow will be coming, light will be coming in, my bad. I'll just use a very soft brush, super soft. We'll use a very super soft brush right here, and we'll go with something like this. Okay. Let's add more shadow, more light. So it's going good. We are done, and I think we did a pretty good job for today. I think that will be it for today, and I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I drew this character, I gave it shadow and lighting, and I think we'll do more of the render on this character in later streams. And I hope you guys have a great day. I really had a pleasure of drawing this, and we are way past 1.5 hours. I usually don't stream this much unless I'm gaming, because when I game I usually play for an hour and more. So yeah, I think it's pretty fine. It's good. So thanks. That's it for today, and thanks for joining in. I hope you guys have a great day, and see you soon.